What's up, people of the internet? Hi, my name is Ronnie. I am a cosplayer and I stream sometimes, but not as often as I should. Look, I got boobs, so you guys should watch me. We're here. I'm Naruto. No, I'm Hinata. Wait. Who am I? Without further ado, though, let's go ahead and kick this off. We've got God tier, legit, decent, irrelevant. Irreverent is a completely different word. It actually means the opposite. We're gonna put him in legit. He's definitely powerful, very formidable, a dude, a man's, if you will. But I'm putting her in decent. She would be irrelevant to me, honestly, but she gives off very strong thought vibes, and I appreciate that. But she also kind of strikes me as like a young Republican. A lot of your faves are gonna get undercut here. The reason why Asuma is getting decent and not legit, because I would have put him under legit, but he's a chain smoker and I know he stinks. I know he smells like a casino bathroom. As somebody who lives in Vegas, is a very visceral thing to think about. I don't want him next to the right Kage. He smells bad, and you have to sit next to Anko, who definitely smells like a golden retriever. Choji above Asuma? You must be smoking crack. Maybe. However, I like the fact that his power, he has to eat a rumble ball. He must have beat up Chopper somewhere along the lines. Oh, you know what? Actually, I'm moving him out of legit, and he's going to decent, because I just imagine him beating up Chopper. Danzo's trash. I don't think we need to talk about this. I would put him in the garbage disposal, slowly, and then I would pull him out and then put him back through. Datara God tier. Listen. I'm getting flashbacks. Y'all want to hear something? So when I started cosplaying, I didn't realize that you could wear wigs. I don't know. My brain was just like, damn, everyone is committing. Everyone is committing and just styling their hair in spikes and dyeing it yellow for Naruto. But I wanted to cosplay Sasuke. So during the I want to say like the ripe age of like 13, you know, prime getting made fun of age, I cut my hair into Sasuke's haircut. And my hair is also not naturally straight. Did they make fun of you because you liked anime, or was it because you were Naruto running down the halls? Or is it because you had your hair cut like Sasuke, but your hair was curly, so it didn't even look like Sasuke, it just looked like somebody just came up on you with some hedge clippers? I was gonna put him in irrelevant, but honestly, I'm putting him in trash. I feel like he was an absent father. He was also very rude to Sasuke, now that I'm remembering it. But honestly, I'm moving him out of trash into irrelevant because he was mean to Sasuke, and Sasuke deserved it. Good job. GG's. GG's. See, okay, so my first inclination is to put him in God tier because he's motherfucking Gaara of the motherfucking sand, right? We all watched Naruto, but I'm actually going to drop him to legit for three reasons. One, Gaara does not have eyebrows. Two, he got absolutely disrespected in the Chunin exams with that kick. I'm just like replaying the kick in my head right now, and there was like this moment where they showed his face and Gaara's just like, oh! They did a close-up on his face and Gaara had this look in his eyes where he was like, this just took me from God tier to legit, didn't it? And it did. And the third reason is, what is your haircut in Boruto? Slicked over Mandark haircut. My man's Datara, on the other hand, is going into God tier because he has mouths on his hands. Because he's a depressed artist boy. Haku, God tier. A non-binary icon. Haku made it cool to be a femboy. Shantae, you stay. This dude, this is Neji's dad. Datara wanna be Ariana Grande with that high ponytail. Can we talk about the bayang? Not the bayang. I promise you by the end of this stream, everybody in God tier is a character that I would hit. No, listen, that's not the Hokage. That's not Neji's dad? I have contacts in. I can't see. His hands have tongues. Right, they have tongues, but I don't think there's a throat. You know what I'm saying? I think it's cheeks deep. Or maybe he can. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, didn't he, like, carry clay, like, in the mouths? He's in God tier anyway. If I could make another line above God tier that says throat goat, I'd throw Datara up there. I would have put him in God tier because I want to hit, but that laugh. Oh my god, that laugh. Y'all know exactly which one I'm talking about. I'm putting her in decent because she's strong, she protected her man, and she's got very nice titties. Okay, so that is Hashira. That is Hashirama. I want to bang. Why did you have my son Naruto in Section 8 housing? I'm calling CPS on you. You're CPS and you did nothing. There's a lot of people who should have had their kids taken away and you just sat by smoking your pipe on that loud doing absolutely nothing. She's very petty. Ino actually might be one of my favorite Naruto girls. She's just about the drama. She pretended to like Sasuke, I feel like, because Sakura liked Sasuke, and I think that Ino had a crush on Sakura. I think it was very diabolical lesbianism, and how can you not stand that? There's gotta be... He was really a to Naruto up until Naruto stole that scroll. I did say that I was gonna make God tier everybody that I wanted to schmoink, so I'm gonna put Itachi there. He is a simp. I don't know who let this man out of the caves. He's like that kid in middle school that wants to play Yu-Gi-Oh with you, and you don't play Yu-Gi-Oh, and you don't even watch Yu-Gi-Oh, but he's got a second deck, and he just really wants to defeat you. And it's like, why don't you go find somebody that actually plays this game and knows the rules, so that when you win, it can be because you're good, and not just because you're playing somebody who didn't want to play and has no idea what's going on. Daddy. I don't think I really need to say anything else about this. He's got a little beauty mark on his chin, and I want to wet it. I want to wet it. Wet it up. I would still 100% bang Kakazu because he's got like the thing going on with his mouth. Kankuro gets disrespected a lot, and he kind of deserves it. He's irrelevant. And he would be irrelevant if it weren't for Akamaru, because Akamaru is that nigga. I love Akamaru, but Kiba got taken out by a fart, and he sucks. But Hinata, because I'm Hinata, I'm not Ronnie right now. But Hinata, he's got super smell ability because he's part dog. I don't care. You know who else has super smelly farts? Dogs. My dog farts, and it smells like somebody died. Right there. Just easy peasy. He raps. And he beat the absolute shit out of Sasuke. He dog walked Sasuke. I'm gonna put Kisame in legit because of the fact that he's blue. And that chakra control go crazy. Chakra control go wild. You know what? God tier. Would bang. Would bang. But, like, that's the thing, though. If she's made out of paper entirely, I know it's dry. I mean, that's not nothing a little spit can't fix, but, like, at the same time, Kurenai is actually irrelevant. She's actually irrelevant. However, she's hot, and I want to bang her, so that's bumping her up 2 rungs to legit. I want to be the baby daddy. I'm putting her in legit because she's a strong single mom doing it all on her own.
A single mom who works 2 jobs, who loves her kids and never stops.
Madara. You know what? Would bang. 10 out of 10. Madara was putting sticks to everybody. Bangable. 100%. I don't remember her name. I know that she's a Kage. Yiddies. If I put my guy literally anywhere but God tier, y'all would send me death threats, and I understand. She tried to defeat Itachi with Genjutsu. That's a low IQ move. That's fair. How can you expect all the blood in her body to be both in her brain and her titties at the same time? Like, if all of her blood is in her boobs, it's gonna take 2 to 3 business days for her brain to be back online. And I respect that. Now, the piece of resistance. This absolute dilf. Oh, right there, up front. More than anybody in the Naruto universe, I would. I've always felt this way. I remember being in middle school. I knew I was gonna be a thought. I knew it. We don't have Naruto's mom on here? But just for the record, let the record show that I would also bang Kushina. I'm gonna put you in decent. I'm gonna put you in decent because you killed my nigga Jiraiya. I know you're like, but Itachi, Ronnie, I don't care. I don't care. My son, Naruto. I'm throwing him at the beginning of legit because I don't want to bang him. He's my son. That would be weird. Neji is a punk, but at the same time, we know what you did. But Which, okay, but pause. Actually, no. Decent at the end. Because why did Neji take that tree to the freaking body? Like, he couldn't have 8 trigram 64 palms it into mulch. He could have... He was just being dramatic. What's the opposite of plot armor? It's like a plot Iron Maiden. Matter of fact, you're going into trash now. Because of your death, the anime started to suck. I'm throwing you also at the end of decent because you could have literally been Naruto, but then you decided to get all emo about it and go dark and go evil, and it's like, bro, we stan a short king. You're kind of irrelevant though. He should be in God tier because Woodbone, but I put him down all the way in decent because I don't like the way you talked about little kids' bodies. That was weird. Y'all are gonna be mad at me. I'm not putting him in God tier. My God tier is carefully curated to be characters specifically that I would bang. I love Sai. He's just very strong bisexual energy. Everyone else was fighting, and he was off in the corner talking about some, I'm gonna make a tiger. And he wore a crop top, and was just like, and what of it? And what of it, baby? Look at these abs. Sakura got a whole lot of forehead. She is irrelevant. I'm putting her right there where she belongs. I almost want to throw her in trash just for that line when Naruto was at the camp where she was like, I realized I actually loved you all along, Naruto. Like, I could hear Hinata cracking her knuckles from across the map. Like, she... Not my man. Just because your boyfriend decided to go off on the My Chemical Romance tour and not come back. He's going in God tier because this man had to have emptied out his own organs. That's pretty metal. Sasuke goes here. From the jump, you were on Itachi's nuts. Get off. You clout chaser. Then had the nerve to act high and mighty when he was in school, like he was not literally dick riding his entire childhood. Talk about some, I'm a new Uchiha. I'm better than y'all because of my blood. Okay, racist. Sasuke has being 12 in his blood and 12. Oh, my family got killed. I've got trauma. You're in a school for child soldiers. Everyone has trauma. Get the over it. I don't care. We're in Shippuden now, and this man has the nerve to come out with a rope belt like Orochimaru, which I can only assume is the equivalent to having Orochimaru hold your fucking prison pocket. Huh? In front of your ex? You're so disrespectful. The way he rolled up to the Great Kage Summit, talk about some, I'm gonna be the Hokage now. Sir, eat a He showed up on the ceiling. He showed up on the ceiling. Sasuke was on the ceiling talking about some, I've got a bone to pick. And the Kage sat there like... laughing in this man's face. Oh, they pay him dust. They did not. They said, boy, if you don't go home, we're gonna call you a babysitter. How do I... What's lower than trash tier? The 7th ring of Dante's Inferno, please. You look like Nagato. That's how much you did not eat. Shikamaru is God tier. I would bang Daddy Shikamaru. He got his little goatee in too. I'm a blow for mines. All of the adults were like, do not hang around this literal demon child. You'll get cursed. Also, we just don't like him and we're homophobic. He was like one of the only kids that did not listen to the adults. Shikamaru was Naruto's first best friend. And I know this man got loud. I know this man got the best loud in all of the great nations. That's like one of my favorite traits in a man. When they just know when to shut up. Oh, God, it's so hot. But bugs. I can't do bugs. So you're gonna go in legit. You're cool. Shisui's also goated. I think that's Shisui. Yeah, I'm gonna put you second in decent. She was so disrespected. Tamari had her folded out, bro. In the tuning exams, I could never. She's low-key slept on, and she's super cute. Look at her little buns. Naruto's swing got more screen time than Tenten did. Second Hokage was a racist. Trash. Tsunade is an alcoholic gambler with some tiggle bitties. I'm gonna put her there. I kind of think he's irrelevant. You substitute teacher. I taught them first. I kind of want to put him in irrelevant, honestly. He got taken down by a bunch of 13-year-olds that, like, did not know jutsus for real yet. I'm gonna put him in legit, because Mans was a sleeper. We saw him, like, the entire show, and just kind of, like, wrote him off as, like, that weird plant creepy guy that could, like, absorb into trees. And then he turned into a one-man army, spying on people of the world godlike. Right, you know he was in the bathhouse. Photosynthesis! And then last but not least is my man's Jiraiya. Jiraiya got by his own son. I'm gonna put him in legit. I know it's not God. I know. I don't really want to bone him. You like being around him because he shows you cool shit, but you need to have other family members with you or else you feel kind of uncomfortable. I feel like this looks pretty good. This is, I'm gonna say, my final take on these Naruto characters. Feel free to screenshot and cancel me on Twitter